Thank you, sir.
Is my screen is visible?
Yes, sir, it's visible, sir. Hello, sir. I think we have sufficient number to start, sir. So whenever you're ready, you can please proceed, sir.
Okay. Hello. Am I, hello. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Jadhav, sir.
Audible, sir.
Okay. Okay. Very good afternoon to one and all. Please mute your mic, others. Uh, Today we are here to have an online workshop and how to create a nodal center of virtual lab of IIT Bombay. Myself, Professor Dr. JB Jadhav, I am looking for this VLab coordinator, and I'm the regional. We have a regional center of IIT Bombay. Now, the benefits of being a nodal center for this. What are the benefits of the nodal center? once we establish or once we connected with the IIT Bombay, then we can have a network of several educational institutes spread across the various geographic through workshops and roll out the efforts. Visibility of the regional center on the VLAB portal, which has the global audience, national, international visibility, the SARC countries, Western countries, and African countries can see. There are many boot camps for the new content creations are always going on, so you can also actively participate in that. Leverage the Nodal Center network for content creation, can piggyback the outreach efforts for various other projects of the IIT Bombay. Regional center network can be utilized towards the social responsibility work for various accreditations, that is the NGO. Basically, virtual lab will provide the virtual environment of the online experiments of the various labs developed by the IIT Bombay and in association with various IITs. So this can at the best provide an approximate version of the real world experiment, providing measured data for virtual lab experiments corresponding to the data previously obtained by measurement on an actual system. So you can remotely trigger an experiment in an actual lab and providing the students the result of the experiment through the computer interface. So features of this is you can access the remotely simulation-based labs of various disciplines of science and engineering, and up to the pharmacy also many labs they have been added. Students can conduct experiments by arousing their curiosity. This will help them in learning the basic and advanced concepts through the remote experimentations. Thousands of experiments hosted covering the 9 disciplines of engineering and science map into the AICT and UGC curriculum. So the complete syllabus of the AICT and UGC has been mapped in the virtual lab experiments. A complete learning management system around the virtual lab where the students, teachers can avail the various tools for learning, including additional web resources, can also be established here. Now, the question in your mind, in what way the faculty can get benefited by the virtual labs? In that,
Sorry,
to,
sir.
yes,
The slides are not moving, I think, sir.
that's okay. I'm not moving right now.
Okay, sir.
So the faculties will be benefited to target the higher cognitive level to achieve their higher cognitive level of data generation. Could be one of the important steps which involve mechanical calculations such as time consuming tasks is difficult to achieve in a limited time frame. So one can use the virtual lab as a teaching assistant in classroom teaching and generate the data points which in turn helps direct higher cognitive levels like analysis, evaluation and conclusion on the same page. So the benefits of the virtual lab to the faculty, second is before performing the physical experiments, the students can be made aware of connections, procedures, various components, and protocols of the experiment. Faculty can present papers on the various topics like effectiveness of the virtual labs during the practical sessions, how the virtual labs helps in achieving the higher cognitive level in classroom teaching. Many faculty have already done that. Various statistical tools and methods are available to be used in many ways. For younger faculties, it may help in the design of experiments and purchase of new experiments. So on your screen, you can see the objectives of the virtual lab, which has been initiated by Ministry of Education. The actual benefit of the virtual lab is what? Many institutes cannot afford the costly equipments and the resources,
Sir,
which are
slide is not changing, sir.
okay. which are otherwise available to the limited number of users due to the constraints on time and geographical distance. So the philosophy behind the virtual lab, a physical distance and the lack of resources make an unable to perform the experiments, especially when they involve sophisticated instruments. Also, the good teachers are always scarce resources. So web-based and video-based course addresses the issue of teaching to some extent. Conducting joint experiments by two participating institutions and also sharing costly resources has always been a challenge. With the present day internet and computer technology, above the limitations can no more hamper students and researchers in enhancing their skills and knowledge. Also, in a country such as ours, costly instruments and equipments need to be shared with fellow researchers to extend the possible. So, virtual lab, a web-based enable experiments can be designed for remote operation and weaving so as to enhance the curiosity and innovations into the students. This will help in learning basic and advanced concepts through remote experimentations. Secondly, the internet-based experimentation and further permits use of resources like knowledge, softwares, and data available on the web, apart from encouraging skillful experiments being simultaneously performed at points separated in space and possibly the time. Now, the use of virtual lab can be also be benefited. How the institutes can be benefited the use of virtual lab. There are many reports are generated in the online simulations, and once we submit the reports of the virtual lab, these generated reports are the authenticated by the IITs, and that can be show cause to the NBA accreditation process. There are various accreditation points in the NBA. So in criteria one, there is a curriculum design and development. So in that, we can show the innovative teaching methods, that is the integration of virtual labs aligned with NBA classes on adopting innovative teaching methodologies. Virtual lab enables the institution to incorporate advanced experiments and practical applications into the curriculum, making learning the more interactive and effective. So this can be a proof for that criteria one. Now there are different outcome POs of the NBA, and where we can align this with the program outcomes. So virtual labs helps in achieving this specific program outcomes, such as applying knowledge of engineering fundamentals and using modern tools for solving complex engineering problems.
Excuse me, Jadhav sir.
Yes,
The slide is not moving actually.
is it now?
No, sir. Still, it's there is no change. Yes, sir. Now it's visible. Yeah, it's
Now it's
changing now.
visible, sir. Yes, now it is visible, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Stop. Okay, is my screen is visible now for everyone?
No, sir.
Now it is visible, sir. You're able to see this one.
Okay.
Uh, I am unable to see. Now it. Now it is
Yes.
visible. Yes, sir.
Sometimes there may be the internet issues.
No problem. No
The
problem. When the
bandwidth problem.
new person join now, sir, at that time it won't see, going to see. But now, okay, we can see.
Okay, okay.
Institute will be benefited in NBA. How institute will be benefited?
So there are the different curriculums and the criterias in the NBA process. So the reports generated in the virtual labs can be used for the documentation part. This is the authenticated document by the IIT Bombay. So you can give them as a proof for the different criteria. There are different outcomes, like the program outcomes. So this program specific outcomes
Sir,
such
now
as
presentation is not visible, sir. So you share the screen of presentation.
So the Hake sir, the screen is visible to everyone. Actually, I can see the screen. The presentation is there.
No, it is not visible.
It's not in full
Not
screen
visible.
mode.
Not in
Not
full
visible, sir.
screen, but it's visible. Yeah, yeah.
It's visible.
Jadhav sir.
now it is visible.
Yes, sir. It's visible, sir.
Okay, I am changing the slides. Is it changing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I cover the different points here. I will again shortly recap the important points which I have been covered. The virtual lab environment is nothing but the virtually we can access the various labs of the IIT Bombay and which has been tied up with IIT Bombay of different IITs. Their labs and the resources we can utilize virtually. The features of it, you can go through the features of it on the virtual lab website also. The main objective behind it is to reach the fundamentals of the various disciplines of the labs of the engineering to each and every one. That is the main motive, to have a uh, animations of the understanding of various labs, the philosophy behind it, and how the institute will be benefited and how the faculty will be benefited with that of the virtual lab use of virtual labs. So that was my current point right now. So in NBA, there are different criteria. That criteria are nothing but the curriculum design and development criteria one, where you can show the various documentations of the various labs as in proof. We can also show cause the alignment with the program outcomes of the POs. So web-enabled experiments can be designed for remote operation and viewing so as to enhance the curiosity and innovation into the students. This will help in learning basic and advanced concepts through remote experimentation. Today, most equipment has a computer interface for control and data storage, so it is possible to design good experiments around some of its this equipment, which would enable or enhance the learning of a student. So internet-based experimentations further permits use of resources like knowledge, software, and data available on the web. Apart from encouraging skillful experiments being simultaneously performed at points separated in a space. So in criteria 2 also, which documentations can be useful, same for the criteria 4, teaching and learning process, infrastructure and learning resources, student performance and learning outcomes in criteria 3, faculty contributions in criteria 4. We can develop your own lab and you can add your lab in the virtual lab environment so that the other students and other faculties will also access this. So faculty contribution in criteria 3, you can show cause here. In criteria 6, like governance, institutional support, and financial resource, so support for continuous improvement by adopting the virtual labs, institutes can show their commitment to continuous improvement and modernization of their teaching methods, which is a key aspect of the institutional governance assessed by the NBA. Efficient use of resources. Virtual labs demonstrate the efficient use of financial resources by providing high quality lab experiments at a lower cost, showcasing the institute's financial prudence and strategic planning in resource allocation. So this will help in criteria 6 of the NBA also. Similarly, for the criteria 7, industry interaction and collaboration. So you can form the MOU with IIT Bombay of the virtual lab and you can show their collaboration with IIT Bombay. In criteria 9, innovation and best practices. So adoption of the best practices, implementation of the various labs, an example of adopting the best practices in education. Institution can present this an innovative approach to enhance the quality of education, which is highly regarded in the NBA accreditation process. In criteria 9, you can show it this. Promotion of the research and development. So you can add your own lab and you can contribute in that. So apart from that, the institute will be able to fill program outcomes and program specific outcomes gap by using the virtual labs. And the major thing is that the name of the institute will appear on IIT Bombay portal and Ministry of Education portal. So I can show you. So this is the portal. Are you able to everyone able to see this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you can. There are how many nodal centers? 1,427. How many users has been trained? More than 10 lakhs. How many workshops we have been conducted using the virtual lab platform? 14,761, and this count is going on day by day. So once your center is enabled as the nodal center of the virtual lab, your name of the college will be enabled here in the Ministry of Education portal and IIT Bombay portal. Name of your institute, name of the head of the institute, and name of your nodal coordinator can also be visible. So this way, it will be benefited by the to the institutes also. Now there are many labs available. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is you can see in the first column there is a discipline name, the number of departments, their link, URL to that department, name of the lab, name of the URL, and the IIT which contributed in developing that lab. Their name is also you can see here, and the name of excellence. And you can access this name of the excellence with this link is also in the different labs. So you can scroll it down here. Number of labs, number of experiments you can go through, along with 9 engineering disciplines. Many pharmacy and biomedical and biotechnological experiments also they have been added. Every day more than 100 labs they are adding. Civil engineering, physical science, chemical science. Many of the chemical science labs also useful for the pharmacy background faculties and the institutes. Now I will demonstrate one experiment here. You can simply Google which lab you want to study and see. Click on the link. Now you can see here the I
Sir,
am giving hello.
hello, Jadhav, sir.
Screen
The
is
screen
not visible,
not,
sir.
yeah, it's not visible.
Okay, just a minute, sir. Is it visible now, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So I am showing the digital signal processing. Majorly it covers in ANDC department, but right now this lab is in computer science and engineering department. So there are interdisciplinary projects are going on always on the virtual lab environment. So I am selected the speech signal processing experiment here. So aim of this experiment to study the effects of sampling, aliasing and quantization on speech signals by playing them at different sampling rates and beats per sample up to 16 beats per sample. The theory or the speech signal processing related, you can easily see here the procedure to perform online this experiment, the simulation environment, actual simulation you can see here. So you can select the sampling frequency, you can select the bits in depth, you can select the language. For example, I'm selecting the Hindi language here. I can generate the spectrum of it. And once spectrum is generated, we can show this too by playing. So this is the sampling and analyzing. We can visible. We can change the language here also. We can see in Tamil. We can generate the spectrum. Likewise. So this environment we can show to the current students. So this there are 8,000 sampling frequency. We can select the same index or you can change. You can generate the spectrum. So this way we can show the actual environment of the experiment virtually to the current students. Now I will invite Professor Shinde sir to show the mechanical department lab. Over to you, Shinde sir.
Okay, am I audible to you, sir?
Yes, you are audible, sir.
Okay, now I will just share my screen. Okay, hope the screen is visible to all.
Yes, sir. Your screen is visible.
Okay, so good afternoon, one and all here. This is the lab from the mechanical department, and the subject is a heat transfer. And this is the practical.
So your screen is not visible. Now it is visible.
Okay. So this is the practical related to the heat transfer by the natural convection, and this is the setup related to the natural convection. And in the right outside of panel, we can see the variable in which we choose the material from this drop down, like aluminum, copper, iron, silver, steel. So we can change the material from this section. So suppose I will just select the copper, then we will change the size of the block, that is the wooden box. The size gets changes like this. Once we finalize all the dimensions and the material, we have to supply the current and voltage from this knob. Once we finalize the current and voltage, we'll just start the power on and the experiment gets started. So once the steady state condition is achieved, that experiment gets stopped and it will show the virtual environment of the natural convection. Once the experiment we can say that get the steady state condition, and once it stops, we will get a reading from this virtual lab. Like this, there is a temperature indicator on the left hand side which shows that T is 30. And if I just click on the different temperature indicators, that is T1, T2, T3, T4, T5, T6. So we will get all the temperature and we will get the final result at the bottom of this, that is the heat transfer coefficient is a 2.5. So student will get this virtual environment and they can again reset this experiment setup to the different material. So we have a various experimental virtual lab for heat transfer and we can perform the practical according to our requirement. Over to you, Jadhav.
Thank you, Dr. Shinde sir, for elaborating the mechanical department lab. I have hand over the session to Dr. Atul Mairade sir. Atul Mairade sir.
Yes, sir. Just a moment. Is my screen visible to you all, sir?
Not yet visible.
Is it visible now, sir?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, so let's start with the computer science and engineering. So after clicking, there are multiple branches are available over there. Okay, let's take an example like data structure. Okay, here we can see there is a description about the data structure lab. Uh, After that, you can read the objectives over here. Then the list of experiment comes. You can see the various algorithms are implemented in VLabs. Bubble sort, merge sort, graphs are there, trees are there, stacks and queues are there, searching and linked list. All the algorithms are available here. Means most of the algorithms are available. So let's take an example. So bubble sort. So estimation time is also given there, 1 hour. Then different means the experiment objectives are listed over here. You can see the overview here, the how to implement or how we can simulate the bubble sort using the VLab. Here you can watch the video. The pre-test section is also there. Means before starting this experiment or before starting this simulation, you can attend this test. Now here you can see the sorry, not demo here. So the simulation is given there. So the we can manage the speed actually, means we can minimize the speed and maximize the speed. So let's start how it looks like. So here you can adjust the speed also. The simulation is going on there. It is showing the comparison. Swaps are also there. Means value of swaps. Comparing current to the means which number are being compared is also given there. Swap required, swap not required. You can see here. You can read here. We can increase the speed also. Okay. So this is a short simulation of the given example. Here now in the second thing is you can also practice. Here you can practice, means let's do some example, this example. So 4797, let's swap it. If it's correct, then it will give us a message like that, correct or incorrect. Incorrect thing again, do we need to swap here? The different instructions are also given there. And finally, the exercise part is also there, where you can perform the exercise also. And finally, you can see the quiz after the simulation. Means after you go through this take a practical, then you can attend this test and submit the quiz also. So this is an example of data structure one lab of virtual labs. Thank you, sir. Jadhav sir, over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Atul sir, for showing the data structure lab of computer department. So these are the number of disciplines and domains available on the. So this will cover the electronics and communication department, computer science and engineering, electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, chemical engineering, biotechnology and biomedical engineering, civil engineering, physical science, and chemical science. But many of the labs are interdisciplinary, so few labs will be available in other departments also. Okay, so this is the short introduction, the overview of the virtual labs. Any questions from the audience will be highly appreciated now. I will show you the demonstration of the portal where once your college will be nodal center of the IIT Bombay, then you will have an access to the portal. So dashboard I will show you where you have to submit the EOIs and all the. You have to schedule the workshops there. You have to submit the feedback. So any questions? Anand Garu sir, am I audible? You raised the hand, so you have any questions? Okay, no questions. This is the homepage of the outreach portal where you can log in.
Sir, screen is not visible.
Okay. Okay, my screen is visible now.
Yes, sir.
So this is actually the outreach portal. The faculties have to register and they need to submit the feedback. They need to log in here, feedback outreach form. So they have to log in with their email ID and password, insert the captcha, log in and submit the feedback. So once the feedback is submitted by the faculties, the expression of interest for the Nodal Center will be enabled. So you can add the workshops here. You can see the upcoming workshops. You can see the today's workshop. If there are workshops are pending, you can see on this tab. You can see the approved workshops. For this semester, we have taken number of workshops. So in-house workshop, we have taken around 19 users, their usage. Now number of usage can be calculated is the representation of what and how the students will be benefited. Once the students are made aware, they can use the virtual lab in many ways. Students can be benefited by performing the experiments and submitting the feedback. Once your center is a nodal center, you have to add the yearly planner here by selecting the disciplines and the number of faculties in their labs. You can see the monthly usage. You can see the files. You can see the statistics also. Which department, which lab has been performed and used in the portal. So that's it from my side now.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it is a well and explainable presentation from your side, sir.
Okay.
But actually, my query is, if my college is not a nodal center,
Okay.
what are the steps I have to take to get the nodal center for my college?
Okay.
Will you
I will.
explain, please? Yes, sir, please.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Firstly, thank you, sir. Firstly, you need to submit the today's workshop feedback on the outreach portal. The link I already shared with the coordinators.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello. I'm trying to fill the outreach feedback form, but our college is not listed in NCD.
Which college, sir, yours?
IIT Institute of Engineering, Nashik.
Yes, sir. IIT College of Engineering, Nashik is added in today's workshop.
Okay.
Hello. Excuse
Yes.
me, sir. Sir,
Yes.
even RNSIT is not visible, sir. In NCIT, only RC Patel college is visible. That's all.
Yes, ma'am. You have to submit the feedback of RC Patel Institute of Technology. We
Okay.
are the regional center.
Okay.
Correct. So we
Okay.
you have to select our college name
Okay.
for submitting the feedback.
Okay, sir. Okay. Got it.
So
Okay.
your data will be comes to the IIT Bombay portal.
Okay.
Then they will enable the link of EOI submission for the virtual lab.
Okay, sir. So we can select RC Patel only.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So once you fill up the feedback in today's workshop, you have to submit me the details of head of the institute, name of the head of the institute, mobile number of the head of the institute, mail ID of the head of the institute, and you have to nominate the two faculty which will perform as a nodal coordinator and outreach coordinator, so that your name, your mobile number, and your mail ID will be registered at the IIT Bombay portal, and they can access to fill up the expression interest of nodal center.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, when we are creating an our account for the registration, for every participant as a faculty, when we go for the course selection, so what are the courses that we have to select? Like our back the highest education, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So here we are able to see only till ME. I just wanted to ask about the same. If anyone, any faculty is a doctorate,
Okay.
So there is no option for the
So,
same.
so there is application comes for the doctor also, ma'am.
And when we are giving the feedback, we are able to see the semesters for the outreach feedback form. Select the
Yes, ma'am.
semesters. So
You
what to
can,
expect?
it is today's workshop feedback is just one kind of a formality
Okay.
that you have been seeing the portal of virtual lab,
Okay.
how the experiments can be performed there. So how will be the system there is. So you can select either which any semester, third semester, fourth semester, or fifth semester,
Okay.
and you can select the name of the lab, name of the experiments randomly.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay, ma'am. I hope I have solved the queries. Anything else?
No, sir. Thanks for your cooperation. If you have any queries during the process, we'll approach you. Please permit us.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Thank you,
Definitely.
sir.
I will
Thank
be
you.
here to help you.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so with permission, I am ending this meeting now. Thank you all for joining this meeting.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Yes, sir.